Aquarius, if I knew who you would have became now, I would have treated you a lot differently. You know what? In fact, I would not have even chose the other person over you. I wouldn't have did all that gossiping. I wouldn't have did all that talking. I would have probably been a lot nicer. And if I known how bad my actions would have affected you, I probably wouldn't even did it. Now this is the kicker, Aquarius. I ain't never gonna admit this to you the way I just admitted it now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to come back in your life and I'm gonna skip over all of that, act like it never happened. And then when you don't receive me the way that I expect to be received, I'm gonna act like you're the worst person in the world. And that's what's about to happen. Now, how can I break all this down to you? Well, let me start with my notebook because I had to get into some notes in order to talk about this energy that I felt for you all, okay? Somebody wishes they knew who you either are now or who you're about to become, okay? But that's not the kicker. I guess that's not the point of the reading. That's not why this information came in. This is not why your spirit team needs you to know this, okay? It's that whole hopscotch. Let's just skip over what we did. Apologies that are maybe old. Let's just, no. Okay? And then there is that flip at the end where it's kind of like, now things are your fault. Transfer of emotion. Now you're the one who's guilty. Okay? Withdrawing your inner energy has not only allowed you to move to a higher vibration, but it did cause a little bit of, you know what the word is that I got? Mystery. So I was trying to say havoc, but it didn't cause havoc. It just made a mystery in someone's mind. So let's talk about the person. If I had known, that this is who you was going to become, or this is what would happen, your plans would unfold, your manifestations would be attracted and, brought to the 3D realm. If I had known that, I would have done things differently. But since I can't build a time machine and go back, let's just forget it in our minds. Act like it never happened and move on. In fact, why don't you give me another chance to hurt you again? Sound good? Nah, it don't have to be that dramatic or that bad. Take it how it applies to your situation and use your own power of discernment to decide if you should have that person moving forward. Why? Because that person is coming forward saying, listen, I need some forgiveness. That's the first thing. This card jumped out. I'm trying to, explain. And it's just like, no, let's just get to it. Let's pull some cards, please. I'm ready to talk. And that's how somebody is. It's like, listen, I'm ready to talk, Aquarius. I'm ready to talk. But somebody wants some forgiveness, okay? How can I gain forgiveness without apologizing? How can I get my way back into your life? That's easy. That's the easy thing. That's what I'm getting. Somebody wants to come back into your life the easy way. They want forgiveness. They may not necessarily apologize for it, though. But doesn't mean that I don't want your forgiveness. I'll totally accept your forgiveness. But the apologizing part, I ain't got to do that, right? Okay? It says, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And so for some of y'all, that's your clue or that's your, what you need. So someone's either asking for forgiveness or in a situation right now, you're being told that forgiveness is your option. You have to take this and use it for your own situation. All right. So let's see what else. So if they had known who you would become, for some of you all, if your life is still unfolding and you don't even have a clue how great or how magnificent you're going to be, but other people can feel it. Let's see what else we get. So some forgiveness is happening. Empathy. I'm open to understanding each side of the situation. So y'all reading is a little bit different. I'm coming out of a reading whatever. It was just like, listen, some of these people just got to go. But for you, it seems as though you may have either an ex who needs, who wants you to see things from their perspective. Okay, I was young, I was immature. I didn't know. I did not know you was going to become great. I did not know that me gossiping or me talking mess about you was going to lead to a future where I'm sad without you. I didn't know that it was going to make you not deal with me. I didn't know me cheating or having a side chick was going to make you leave me forever. You know, can't you see it from my side? So anyway, there's some forgiveness that needs to happen, and there's someone who wants you to see things from their perspective as well. Okay, let's see what we got happening. What else? Oh, regret. Yeah, I mean, this is plain as day. So maybe somebody, they just regret the way they treated you. They regret the things that they said. Maybe regret the gossip they spread. I'm getting spread. So maybe somebody was spreading lies. Maybe having other people not like you based on what they said to their friends and family, things about you that maybe weren't true, blaming things on you that weren't your fault. I'm getting all that kind of stuff. For some of you, I'm getting like picking on you. So maybe there was somebody was like a bully situation. I don't know. Workplace situation. Somebody was bullying you. Or somebody was, I'm getting, somebody opened up a can of worms that they did not want to open. Or they opened up the can and they didn't know the worms was going to jump out. Something like that. Regret. It says, I know that I cannot change the past. Didn't I just say that? I know I can't change the past. So let me just pretend like, let's just pretend like it didn't happen in our minds. And let's just step all over it and pretend like it didn't. But anyway, I guess that just confirms to some of y'all, they know. They know. Because I'm picking up, somebody's acting like they don't remember, or they just want to be in your good graces, but again, I keep getting that, let's just skip over. Let's just skip over. Let me not acknowledge that part. Let's just pretend like it didn't happen and move forward, okay? For some people, you can do that. Even with forgiveness being here, for some people, you can do that. If it's a friendship situation, okay, I'm sorry, I treated you wrong and did you bad, girl. I'm sorry. Ooh, let's be friends and move forward. Or maybe not even, I'm sorry. Let's just move forward. Take it how it applies. So, okay, let's get into it. Okay, what's going on? So if they had known what Aquarius was, they would have changed their tune. Center of the reading. The Hermit. The first thing that I got with this was, but I'm not going to say it. Okay, so that's what we're dealing with. That's what we're up against right off the rip. This deck, I love this deck. I probably said it every reading. I love it because it's modern and it puts a today's twist on things. So that person having that laptop, to me, that's just like saying a person watches you or they see you. Your online things that you do, whatever it is that you post, okay? But they can't say anything. They're not going to say that. I was getting telepathic communication, like not saying it with their mouth, but maybe saying it with their heart. Let's see what it's crossed by. Maybe some of you guys right now are really quiet, and this has someone wondering what are you doing. So if you're not posting anything, then this is having someone else wondering, well, what are you doing? You know, why are you so quiet? And this is also someone being quiet towards you. Okay, let's see what it's crossed by. The Three of Swords. Somebody's just in their feels. They're in their feels. Dang. So someone knows what they did. And you know what's interesting too that I'm getting? First of all, my throat chakra is doing something right now. So someone wants to say something, but they can't. It's like it's blocked. Like I can't admit it. That's the other thing. So maybe someone did something they don't want to admit, or they've never been able to just admit from their mouth. Okay. And this empathy is maybe you wanting someone to understand something from your perspective. And I think they get it now. Okay. I'm seeing other people being put in like old situations that you've already overcome, and them just now facing those situations. Realizing, oh, snap. Aquarius would have been a good benefit to me right now, or a good friend to me right now. I'm also getting something about unkept. So if this is like a man who's missing you, it's like they're not shaving or something. Somebody not shaving. If it's a lady who's missing you, like not shaving. She's not shaving her legs or something like that. I don't know. She's not shaving under. I don't know. Somebody's not doing their hair. It gotta be hair related because I keep getting shaving. Somebody's not doing something that's unkept. They don't have the energy. They're sad. Sorrow is weighing someone down. Okay. Now this cannot maybe not do with you. It can also be like their own life and what they have going on. I also got something about someone going ghost. Okay, so if you went ghost on somebody, somebody's devastated. If somebody went ghost on you, you're devastated. But they know what they did was wrong as, I'm getting wrong as hell. Like, they know. Let's see what's in the deep root. The Lovers. So this was some kind of either love situation or two people who were really close in like friendship. You were close co-workers or whatever. And so someone wants to join back in union. That's where this, well, what about the forgiveness? What about the fact that I regret? Okay. But again, these are all the things that are not being spoken, the things that are not being said, because this person's in hermit mode, or these, you know, these words or whatever are not being spoken out loud. But the love is still there. Okay. And maybe you guys have had a deep bond, a deep connection. You were deeply in love with each other. Maybe you guys did want to get married. Maybe you were married. Maybe this is some type of divorce thing. But some type of partnership, some type of alliance, two things or two people who were really closely bonded. It seems as though there was some separation, and now that person is single, sad, and solo. Did that just come in like that? Someone is single, sad, and solo. And I'm seeing it like a road, like all roads led to one road. So what they're seeing is it was a series of decisions that they made that led them to where they are right now. The heartbreaking part, the part that's hurting maybe the worst, is the fact that they see how kind of they got there or how it came to this. Let's see what happened in the recent past. What's up with this person, this situation? Queen of Swords. So this could be your energy or their energy. Someone decided to set some firm boundaries. That has been like a theme throughout these readings right now. Setting and establishing very firm boundaries, knowing what you want, what you don't want, what you're going to accept, what you're not going to accept, cutting things, nipping things at the bud from the beginning, not even letting things sprout. Let's see, let's talk about a recent past. Queen of Swords. This can also be somebody who you were dealing with. This could be the person that you had to cut off, not talking to. Oof. This could be the person you had to cut off, not talking to. Why? Because that says envy, honey. Yeah. So some of you guys can have, maybe some of you guys found out somebody was harboring some, because I'm getting harboring again, because it's not like this out loud thing. It's kind of like this silent competition, or this silent, I want you to fail. But I'm not going to say it out loud. I'm just going to keep this cute little smile on my face. What's that girl name? I forgot her name. She'd be like, what's my favorite word? Icy. I can see your smile, but I know you don't like me. Sweetie, I think that's her name. Yeah. But that's kind of how this is. That's how it's coming across. It's like, so maybe you guys found something out. Also, wow, that came through clear. This is somebody who was dealing with somebody else. Let's say you had your lover, your partner, and there was this third party situation that left you heartbroken or left them heartbroken. This is that other woman or that other man. And the reason why they tried to get your person to leave you was because they were jealous of you, or they were jealous of what you had. Okay. I'm also getting seduction. So there was some type of seduction that took place to draw this other person near them, but it was only to take a stab at you. I'm also getting that somebody, like your person, was tricked because they really honestly thought this person genuinely liked them, but it wasn't a genuine like. It was just a genuine disgust for you. Or it's like, I see that you always have this, or you're always prospering that, so I want to pull someone here to, you know, to do something to get at you. But I'm saying it didn't shake you anyway. But whoever it was, this can also be a friend too. I keep picking that up. A friend who was jealous of you. So it don't even have to be a third party situation. Ooh, I'm also picking that up with friendship. A friend stepped in to try to make you and another friend not be cool because they wanted that friend, because they were jealous of you, though. It all stems back to you. Okay? And the friend is like, well, if I had known that she was just trying to make you mad, then I would have never even, clicked it with her like that in the first place. Take it how it applies. Headspace. What is going on in the mind? What's happening in their mind? The King of Swords. So even more establishment, somebody's thinking about establishment. That's the word that keeps coming through, establishment. Somebody's ready to establish, like set things in stone, titles, okay, recognition, truth, things being set in stone, kind of like militant type energy, like somebody's ready to establish something. So whoever this is, if this was like a past person who was kind of flaky, to me, this feels like I'm ready to establish something with a title. So no longer do you have to guess. Like, I guess this person is so in regret or so ready for forgiveness that it's like, listen, moving forward, they might not apologize for all that past stuff, but moving forward, you my woman. I'm your man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my way of saying sorry. That's my way of asking for forgiveness. Not, I'm sorry for everything I did for the past, everything that I put you through. No, you want to be my woman? That's the apology. You know what I'm saying? So some of y'all might actually get somebody coming through saying, listen, let's just lock it up and be together. Okay? I'm also getting like for a friendship thing, somebody's coming through like, let's go do ABC. You know what I'm saying? Like an invitation. That's what I'm getting. Also, somebody wants you to know they've transformed. They've transformed. Let me talk about this King of Swords, because we had the Queen of Swords, and that was some past energy about someone being envious. But if this is some type of someone maturing too, this can be that. We got the Queen and it graduates to the King. So someone could have matured. Let's talk about the King of Swords now, though. Why is the King of Swords here in the headspace? Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So this person did mature. Somebody did grow up. Somebody does understand. Again, they do understand the past. They do understand. Was that the word I was getting for Capricorn? Understanding. A lot of people are coming to understandings now. Okay? So I understand that the challenges was the best way to learn. So if somebody's feeling like, listen, I understand that all of that I did in the past, it got me to become this person that I am today. Okay, so somebody's saying like, listen, can you see me for the person that I've transformed into? Right up here with the forgiveness and the regret. So let's see moving forward. I keep feeling like this person wants to say, I know you're mad about the past, but you have to understand it was those past experiences that broke your heart that helped me learn. Don't you understand, Aquarius? You was my stepping stones. If you didn't let me step on you and hurt you and break your back, I would have never learned. But here I am today. Listen, I'm the man I am today because you let me walk all over your back and break you. No, I'm just playing. But y'all, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? I hope I'm not doing too much. But, you know, yeah, okay. And in other words, I'm only saying it like that because to me it's coming across as, do we let people use us to grow and then go back to those situations that broke us? You know, it may have broken you and helped you to grow. You grew too. Both of y'all grew. Both parties grew off of your pain. It's like we going to eat. Both of us gonna eat off the same coupon. Near future, what is happening? Oof. See? Again, because I'm not feeling like I don't be wanting to tell people, no, don't go back to your person you love. Okay, but when it shifts like that, look at the energy shift. First, at the deep root, it was all the love was there, like all of that. I want to be forgiven, da 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 da. But it don't mean that it ain't, you know. I be trying to keep these readings high vibrational. But when stuff like this show up, it's like I got to keep it real with you. You got somebody who is in their little sad little feelings. Coming out of a situation with somebody who was jealous and envious of you. Or coming out of, this could have been their energy as well. It don't even have to be they leaving somebody from that. It could have been them. Jealous mate energy. So now, when I get you back, don't you understand you're going to be on my leash? I feel like, and this is maybe a warning to somebody, I don't want to hurt my feelings, but I feel like the second time around will be even more toxic than when it first started. Because now I'm getting this person is playing for keeps. You see, if I had known who you was back then, we could have just been, you know, doing our thing. But as we have separated, and I've had time to watch you grow, and I've had time for my heart to fester, and absence makes the heart grow fonder, and I'm becoming obsessed with you, and I'm watching your social media, and I see that you're going places, and I see that you're about to be bigger than me, and I don't want you to leave me. So when I do get you back, I'm going to put you on the chain, I'm going to suppress you, and I'm going to make sure that all that little stuff that you was finna do, wham, I'm going to knock it down. And that's why I feel like, I don't know about that. Okay, let's talk about it. Okay, because maybe I'm doing too much. Okay, maybe I'm doing too much. But I feel like somebody got to know this. Okay. Remember, didn't I just say something about jealous mate energy? Okay, let's talk about this devil. Blame. It says, I accept responsibility for my well-being. So, I think was it Capricorn? I was saying that you got some people who believe the only way that I can come up and advance in life is if I'm attached to you. And so maybe this person feels like, listen, only way for me to get out of this Three of Swords energy, you hurt my feelings. You wouldn't just let me pick up the pieces and move on with you like nothing happened. And so now my life is, I'm the one sad. I'm the one heartbroken. I'm the one in this negative, low vibrational energy. And that's all your fault, Aquarius. That may be too what the offer is, or what the warning is for you guys, because you don't want to accept again. Didn't I just say somebody coming in off of heartbreak energy and you coming in off envious energy? So if you coming back into my life out of all of that type of vibration, what type of vibration do you think this person is going to give you? And I just heard a trail of tears. Somebody's coming in following a trail of tears. Oof. Now, I'm receiving that two ways. Let's say you was the person, you walked away from this person in tears, heartbroken from what they've done, and you walked away. The way they found you was through your trail of tears. But somebody also may have left a trail of tears. That's the other way it's coming through. Like maybe they're coming in with a bunch of tears, or they're leaving a trail of tears as they're coming back to you. This is getting really out of hand. You know why? Okay, that's what it is. Because it's like something is getting out of hand. And it's probably the obsession part of this card. Or the toxicity. Remember I was saying earlier about the laptop? Something about this laptop is really like, maybe they get tired of seeing it or knowing. Or that's the other part. Ooh, okay, let me break this down the way it's coming in. Get comfortable. Receive this. Sometimes when you start succeeding in people's face, and you're not even trying, you didn't even know you was doing anything, right? You just being yourself. Okay, the simple fact that I think of you every day, the fact that I'm obsessed with you every day, that I can't work, I can't eat, I can't sleep. I'm thinking about you every single day. That's your fault, Aquarius, right? If you would have just picked up the phone, if you would have just forgave me, if you would have just let's skip over it like it didn't happen, I wouldn't have to sit in this heartbreak energy. I'm heartbroken, and that's your fault. For whatever reason, somebody feels like it's your job to come and heal them. And that may be part of what the devil is doing to their mind. Or, you know, whatever energy you want to call it. Because I don't feel like, I be tired of people blaming the devil. People do this to themselves. Okay? Dang. Three of Swords, envy, the devil, blame, regret. Goodness, do y'all see all of this? Boy. So let's see what's their fear. What is their fear? What's the fear? The Two of Pentacles. That now you got your choices and your options. That now, for somebody, I'm getting like money was always a factor, or maybe it was something that you always lacked. And what you're about to come into is independence, to where you don't need to struggle, or you don't need to balance finances, you know, because you got 2 pennies and you're trying to figure out where to put them. Okay. Yeah, something is opening up, like multiple options, multiple doors opening up for you. And that's really unfortunate. Let's pull one more. What's another fear from this person or these people? And I want to talk to this Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords wants to say something to you. We're going to talk to her in a second. But this other energy, what is their fear? If they had known that Aquarius was about to be who they was, they would have treated them a little different. But now they scared because, Four of Swords. I love this. I mean, I'm sorry, Four of Cups. I love this card because her shirt, it says over it. So somebody's afraid that you're completely over. While I'm sitting over here in my feelings, crying over you, leaving a trail of tears, dealing with the devil and all this obsessive energy and all this blame energy and this non-accountability energy, the one who can relieve me from that is over it. Yeah, somebody's afraid that you're over them, especially with those multiple options, okay? Now, the Queen of Swords wants to say something. Queen of Swords, you are jealous of Aquarius. You have a problem. You're a queen in your own right. What is the issue? What's the problem? Why are you stepping forward to say something to Aquarius? Ooh, that card jumped over. It's the Ten of Swords. Now, on the bottom of this card, I like it because it says everything is fine. But somebody just wants you to maybe even know how they're feeling or what they're going through. So this is the state of being of whoever this Queen of Swords. It could be a male or a female. Take it how it applies. But whoever this energy is over here. So for some of you guys, if this was like a relationship energy of your person dealing with somebody else, this is showing that it's over and that the person lost interest, basically. Or this is showing how the person feels now since you've been gone. Yeah, I've been jealous or having these type of feelings. I've been presenting myself to be this and that and blah, blah, blah. But now I'm really this. Okay. Now I'm Ten of Swords energy. I'm kind of at the end of my rope, ready for something new to start in my life. Whatever was going on for me before ain't working now. Thank you, Queen of Swords, for clearing that up. Let's go and let's see what you look like. What do you look like right now? How are you coming across to those you come across? Ooh, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, the first thing I'm getting, when some people look at you, they see an opportunity. So either you're a person who provides opportunities, or you're the person who, like, they look at you and they want to offer you some type of opportunity, okay? They want to hire you for something. They want to book you for something. They want to give you the job. They want to throw you the check. They're trying to toss you the bag, you know? Or vice versa. Somebody is looking at you because they know through you they can get to the bag. Through you they get some type of incentive, okay? But to me, this feels really good. It doesn't feel negative like somebody's trying to bite you or eat you, because this is an ace. We're starting over. All of this past energy is wiped away. Whoever that was in the past is not here in this green set of pastures, you know? That feels really good. Also, this is how people see you in terms of, like, whoever these people who were envious, the people who regret how they treated you in the past, they know you have some type of new start coming, or this is happening now. They see that, like, you're on to something, you're successful at something. And I love it when it comes through with the ace, because they know this is not the end. Like, this is just the beginning. Like, you're just getting started. And that's why it goes back to this Devil card, because it's like, kind of like, I can see where you're going and I want to drag you back down right before you go there. I used this example before in the Simpsons episode. It was the end of the world, and Lisa, out of the whole Simpsons family, was the only one who got called to heaven. So she started to ascend. She started to rise off the ground, and she started to go towards heaven, and the music was like, ho, ho, ho. And so she get ready to go towards heaven, and Homer looked at her like, where you going? And he snatched her down by her ankle and said, now you going to hell with us. We're family. What you doing? And so the staircase opened down to hell, and they all walked down there. He dragged Lisa to hell like, you going to hell with us. What, you thought you was going to sin? No, baby, you going to hell with us, okay? Boom. That's how that feels, okay? Let us see. Now, what? This card jumped out under this. Did I pull this? Now, it must be a ghost in here, because I definitely did not do that. I have the other set of cards over here, right? But some way, somehow, right up under this card, this ended up there, and I didn't do that. I'm going to have to watch this again, because I don't know how that happened. But anyway, abundance is right up under it. Somebody looks at you and they see abundance, or they know that this is where it's headed. If I had known that Aquarius was about to be so abundant, I probably wouldn't have talked all that stuff. That's why this regret is here so hard. Because we not only got the Ace of Coins to show, we got the word to prove it. It says, I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire into this physical reality. And this is the part, I guess, that a lot of people didn't understand about you. It's not that you can just drag me to hell. It's not that you can just keep continuously breaking my heart, being envious or jealous of me. It's the fact that I'm able to self-regenerate, right? I'm able to self-heal. And I understand that it's not up to you or what you thought or how you felt or how you treated me. It was up to what I thought and what I allowed, and then what I cleansed and then attracted. Abundance. Some people, like how I keep feeling with this, especially with this blame card, keep jumping out like that. It's like the self-responsibility that you have is another reason why you get to ascend. Some people don't take that accountability. They look for the blame outside of themselves, just like some people look for a come up outside of themselves. And it seems as though y'all learning that real good. It's me, it's me, it's me. I'm down and I'm sad because of what they said. Well, it's up to me to forget what they said and pick myself up, dust myself off, and keep going anyway, right? Some people don't. It's like, they said that, and until I get an apology, I'm going to sit right here and punish everybody. No. Because your abundance is still available, right? You just got to go get it. Let's see. Let's talk about the outcome. What's happening at the end of all of this? The Nine of Wands. Battered, bruised, beaten, and probably still blaming. Battered, bruised, beaten, and blaming. This is why certain people have to stay where they are, okay? Still battered, still keep deciding that it's outside of you or it's other people's fault. This card, it just screams victim mentality, okay? So this is why certain energies don't need to come back. Now, in the near future, what we got? We got blame and we got the devil card. And then at the end of all of it, we got the Nine of Wands. So still continuously, somebody may blame, somebody may find fault in other people. Self-responsibility is not there. Just because all of that has been said don't mean that they don't still love you. It don't mean they don't want to be a part of what you got going on. Okay, so let's see. We've touched on a lot of past energy. I want to talk about some new energy though. So what's coming up for Aquarius in love that is new, that maybe they can look forward to? If that, you know, maybe some lingering energy that still needs to be cleaned up. But let's see what's coming new for Aquarius in love. All right. Now, if anything else wants to pop up, if this is not love, like if I receive any other information, I'm open to giving that, okay? So the first card, doubt. Ooh. So we're going to be working in the doubt department. We're going to be working in the department where someone may think that the type of love you want doesn't exist, or that, you know, this generation is just too stupid when it comes to love and, you know, commitment, okay? So one of your blockages right now is doubt, okay? I released the need to know all the answers. This is the, well, how am I going to meet that person? We're quarantined. It's the C word. You know what I'm talking about. I ain't trying to get demonetized. But we're going to be releasing the need to know all the answers because all of this stuff is happening and we don't necessarily know. Now, as soon as I say that, I look on the bottom of the deck and the King of Wands is there. So it's like, don't worry how he's going to show up. Boom, he's just going to show up, okay? He or she. Let's see what else we get. Death. Now, this is a good card. This is that transitional, I want to say period of time, but I don't even want to say that it's going to be long because a lot of you guys that if they didn't know then who I was now, they would have treated me differently, all that kind of stuff, right? So either you are that person now or you're coming shortly to be that person, okay? For some of y'all, you got to think bigger. I don't know who that is for, but this transition is like the universe is asking you, can you imagine a little bit bigger? Can you give us a little bit more to work with? Like if you make it really big, then we can send something, you know, kind of close. But if you just keep saying, I just want this and I just want that, it's just like, I need you to go a little bit bigger, okay? I don't know who that's for, but it says, I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Again, this to me is a lot of past energy that needs to be chopped off or it needs to be, you know, released. So doubt and death. That's what we looking like with love. So as soon as we release the doubt, I guess that's the transformational time too. Or that is the thing that you can release to help bring you into a new realm of love or a new vibration of love. Belief and faith waste so much. Let's see what's, I was going to say what's happening right now, the Chariot. It looks like a lot of you guys are just taking off in your area, okay? So that's your area of like work, your area of life, your popularity, your social medias. Remember I was saying platforms are really being blessed right now. It seems as though you guys are taking off in your area. Now the thing about the Chariot too is like you are seen and heard. That motorcycle, like when you know a motorcycle on the street, you can hear the motorcycle, you can hear the motorcycle from far away, right? So you guys, your reach, I'm getting something about your reach, maybe the impact of your words, maybe your actions, maybe it's something that you do, but as far as you are able to reach, people can see you or know you long and far. And that may be a right now thing, or that may be a thing that you are moving into, but they know you long and far. That's what I'm getting. Or they see you and hear you long and far. Okay? So you're seen and heard. Let's see what's going on behind the scenes that you don't know. What doesn't Aquarius know going on behind the scenes right now? Ooh, Two of Swords. Somebody feels stuck without you. But we just went through that. We just went through that. Now, this is one of two things. So what you don't know is how somebody may feel stuck. They can't move forward with you, and they don't want to move too far in a different direction, just in case there's that chance or that possibility for you guys to still be together. I'm also seeing somebody wait kind of like on a ledge or something, looking out, trying to see when something is coming back. They're waiting for your arrival, okay? But they're stuck in that spot, standing and waiting until you arrive, okay? Also, somebody's having a hard time committing to someone else because, again, that same feeling, like I'm leaving the door open just in case Aquarius comes back. Now, on the flip side, what you don't know could be your own energy. Some of you guys, your doubt is what's leaving you in a state of stagnant energy when it comes to your love life. I just got something about argumentative. So if you meet people and like right out the gate you're like really defensive, or maybe some of you guys give off that energy, and that's what keeps things stuck. So it's like in one area of your life you're really taking off, but then in another area, which is like this love reading, is saying that it's stagnant. Or this could be someone else looking in because it's something you don't know. But what's working for you? What's working for Aquarius right now? The Eight of Pentacles. Work. What's working for you? Work. You know, you're getting your money, you're getting your coins. You know, again, like I was saying, is the implication? I'm getting implication, but I don't know how to use this. Like your implications is known long and far, or something like that. This implicates that you are known, or you will be known. Yeah, we got money on the board. We even got like thinking, mental, but where's the love? Let's see. So what's working for you is work. So maybe you can meet somebody in your workplace environment, or that you can meet somebody who's on that same frequency vibration. Let's see, what's the blockage, what's holding you back? The Ace of Pentacles. So maybe this is working one of two ways. You need to move forward with this brand new beginning. There is some type of opportunity being offered to you in terms of like where work, money, a new life. Maybe some of you guys actually need to move. Not to say, oh, you're moving for love or you're moving for a relationship, but if you're moving for like work or some type of opportunity, it may be that person is in a different place. That's also what I'm getting to. Somebody is going to meet the love of their life in a different place. Now, I don't want everybody to pack your bags and jump up and move. But some of y'all, your husband or your wife is in a whole nother place. And maybe you are where you are right now, so you can get to a certain level, frequency, vibration, so that by the time you are able to go to that other place, you'll be on the vibrations so hard, y'all can't miss each other. You know what I mean? Let's see what's going on. At the end of it, how are we wrapping it up? Wrapping this up right now. Y'all got a lot of, I'm just saying success. It's a lot of success. Oof, yeah. But you know, it don't mean you ain't sexy. Maybe it's successful and sexy. So maybe you're just being looked at. Yeah, I don't want to say unapproachable, but when you are sexy, successful, but you also have that little bit of like that doubt energy, it kind of make you, y'all don't see y'all no way. That kind of thing. That's what I'm getting. So this is like, remember I was saying unapproachable? Okay, imagine you sexy, you standing on like, man, I want somebody so bad, and somebody see you, right? But then they see that lion standing next to you. It's like, yeah, I can't talk to her because she got a lion. Like, I don't want to get chopped up. Like, and that lion don't even have a leash, you know? So symbolically, to me, that's representing like you are so powerful that it's almost kind of maybe even intimidating to walk up because they don't know. Like the strength card is sweet and innocent, but I will bite your head off or I will sick my lion on you if I have to. So y'all got that energy. So you may have people who want to approach you, but they don't know because it's something about you. They know if they say the wrong thing, if they do the wrong thing, that lion might bite their head off. I'm also getting that with this doubt card too, that it's not you in doubt. You have some people who are just nervous because they don't know if they're going to get that beautiful, soft lady or if that lion is going to chop their head off. Why? Because I feel like a lot of y'all are either a boss, financially successful, or, you know, you're working in that direction. It's something very big about you. I don't know why I say big, and I'm not talking about like weight. I ain't talking about none of that, but it's something big about you. We got all this money, success, all these major arcanas. And for somebody to just pick this up, the bigger or more successful you become, you feel like the less options you have. That's where that doubt is coming in too. Let's see. Let's wrap it up with one more of these oracle cards. Aquarius Regrets. Woo. So it's still a lot of energy of like a lot of past energy still attached that you need to cut. And maybe there are some things from your past you wish you could change. That's another blockage, another thing that needs to be cut. The way that people have treated you or done you in the past, you have to, I guess, come to the realization that this is a new world that you're living in, and it's not going to be the same thing. You can't expect the same thing, because if you expect the same thing, guess what? You're going to get the same thing, okay? I want to pull one card about this regret. Why is this regret showing up in the future of love for Aquarius? Oh, I'm getting time passing by and you guys not like living life or something, like not really fully exploring, being held back by, I guess, these forces, doubt, stagnant energy. Let's see. The High Priestess. Oof. This is not using your intuition. Some of y'all may are still living in the past of I let that person get me. I knew it. My vibe, my body, my mind, something told me not to do this or not to do that. And so some of y'all are still living in that energy of regret for yourself though. So this is like self-forgiveness and then trusting yourself from now on, trusting your gut, trusting that nudge. You know what I'm saying? Trusting your intuition. You know what I mean? So if you can forgive yourself for what the times you didn't trust yourself, then boom, that solves that, you know? Like this card says, I know ain't nothing I can do to change the past, but what I can do is learn the lesson and learn to trust myself from this point forward. I feel like with this card too is saying that you trusted somebody else over your own intuition. And I keep hearing you don't want to let them get you again. But it's not the same person. In fact, your vibration is so high now that you're not going to attract that caliber of person. And if you do, you know how to chop it off before it even becomes anything, right? And that's why you're standing there so confident, okay? But confidence looks good on you, baby. So that's what I get for you guys. Thank you guys so much for all of your likes, your subscribes, your shares. I appreciate you all so much. And I want you guys to go over to my Patreon and join right now. And I also want you guys to go over to my Instagram and follow me at Waterstar Vibes, okay? So Aquarius, man, keep your head up. Like I said, sexy and confident look good on you. And I'll see you all in the next video.